We are changing things up a bit. We are taking questions from all agents across the country, but before we do that, I want you to go ahead, if you're enjoying the inspiration and the tips that we bring you each week, please subscribe below, hit the bell notification, don't miss out on any of it. So like I've said before, I can talk for hours on things that don't mean a hill of beans to you. You're on the street, you're on the front lines. I want to answer questions and meet the needs that you might have. So let's get to our first question today.
My name is Kat Watson in Knoxville, Tennessee, and my question is, what would your advice be to a potential seller that does not want to list their home until they go under contract with the home that they want to purchase?
Hey, Kat, thank you for that question. I have two ways that you could go with this, but before we get into that, I want to talk about what's best for the client. It's a mindset. You know, when we're going on listing appointment after listing appointment, it's our job. We're real estate agents. We're there to get the listing. But sometimes we have to take a step back and realize in this market, that's not always the best thing for our client. You will get more listings down the road if you will do the right thing. So I don't know if this is stressing you out, but here are the two suggestions. Change your mindset around that. First, always be about what's best. So what's best for the client is, no, you don't want them to be homeless. You understand. I understand where you're at, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. You don't want to sell your home before you have a place to go. So I have two suggestions. One, we can go ahead and fill out all of the listing paperwork now so that when you do find that home, and hopefully you'll use me, but when we do find that home, we'll go ahead, you'll get a contract on your new home, we'll go ahead and put your home on the market immediately, get it sold. But here's something else that you can do in this market, and buyers are accepting this all day long. Let's go ahead, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, and put your home on the market. We can sell it in days, but we'll do a rent back. What that means is after closing, we will rent your current house now back from the buyer until you have a sufficient home for a period of, let's say, 3 months. Maybe it's 45 days. You don't want to extend it out like 6 months or anything like that. But buyers are accepting this because if that is the right home for them, they are going to put an offer in, close on it, and the seller is able to rent it back. But first of all, just watch your mindset around, hey, am I doing the right thing for the seller? So you've got this. I know you do, and it's a great question. All right, let's get to our next one.
Hi, this is Janelle Lago with Remax Consultants Realty One in South Florida. Just wanted to know, what are a few things I could do to take some time out for myself during this fast-paced market?
Janelle, first of all, let me say I absolutely love this question because how do we take time to ourselves? When agents are on the go, you're go, 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 go. You've even heard me say it, make hay while the sun shines. But let me tell you, you will burn out. You're burning the candle at both ends. This is not healthy. There's several ways that you can do it. The first thing I'm going to tell you is have boundaries. That means make a decision and make it right. Make a decision around what your schedule is going to look like, and don't let anybody steal that away from you. For me, it was always, I had to get a start on the day before the day got a start on me. Do you understand kind of what I'm saying here? It means that if I don't make a decision to focus in on what I absolutely have to do every single day, and for me, that's lead generation. I don't use the word prospecting because it's not. It's lead attraction. That's what I focus on, and you know that. But what you need to do is first make that decision. Time block what your day is going to look like. Don't let anybody else tell you. You can come out of this mode, I guess, or time block around 11:30, 12 noon, and start communicating with the world, communicating with other agents, negotiating. You've got to set boundaries. Here's another one. Another boundary that you might want to set is, hey, at 7 o'clock at night, I am done. Now, let me tell you, some of the agents that are watching this are going to be like, what? I do all of my work after, 10 o'clock at night. My best work is negotiating at 9 o'clock. If you want a life, I'm not saying that this is for everybody, but if you want a life, if your family deserves your time and your attention, if your marriage deserves your time and attention, you may want to reconsider Or maybe you're trying to avoid those things. I don't know. But your children deserve your time also. I know I was that mother. I was the mother running out of the house at all hours of the day and night. And it was when he was 3 years old, I came running back because the babysitter called me and she said, he is having a fit. He was crying and I had just run out of the house, dropped him off. Actually, I dropped him off at a babysitter. He didn't know because mine was busy. It was crazy. I won't get into it, but you've got to have boundaries. You got to do your time block. But here's the next thing, guys. You are not meant to do this business alone unless you want to do about one transaction a month. Listen to me. If you want to do one transaction a month, great. This is not for you. But if you want to do more than that, it is time to leverage, get some help, find a part-time admin to do your paperwork. There's 152 things. The NAR did a study. There's 152 things to get one transaction closed that an agent must do to get it closed. You didn't sign up to do all 152 things, so let's leverage some of your time to find somebody who can. Find a part-time admin. Maybe some of you need some help showing properties. You have 50,000 buyers and no listings. All right, so get some help showing your buyers around. You can do it. I know you can, but get some time. Schedule it in. Schedule time for yourself, your family, the things that are important to you, and make it happen today. That was a great question. Thanks a lot, Janelle. All right, let's get to our next question.
I'm Taylor Bettinson from Massachusetts, and my question is a question I think pretty common to a lot of coastal states with big metropolitan areas, which is when are these cities and towns going to allow enough new construction and infill development to level out the playing field for buyers a little more? Buyers under a tremendous amount of stress in the greater Boston real estate market, and I know that's true up and down both coasts. So what is the way out of that to level things out without undercutting equity for sellers?
Hey, Taylor, that is one heck of a question. But let me tell you, I don't know. Every city and town along both coasts have their own reasons, and the counties the same way. When are they going to relax their permitting? I don't know, but what I do know is that I can tell that you care very deeply about your clients, or this wouldn't matter to you. You care deeply about your buyers and them finding a home and not being stressed, that they can afford. I would just recommend going out and finding them a home that's perhaps more inland, more affordable. I know our inventory is tight, but there are several ways that you can find inventory for your clients. They are people. They have needs. They have wants. They have things that they need right now. And I know that you can find it for them. Reach out to your list. I've talked about this before. Reach out on Facebook. Say, these are the needs that I have. Maybe they aren't buying the waterfront $1 million property. They're not going to be able to afford that. They're not going to ever be able to afford that if that's not their price range. But we want to get them into a home so they can start that journey that we love so much. So it may not be new construction. We don't know what every city, town, county, and what the government's going to do. We have no idea. So we don't want to stop doing our job and helping people at the highest level possible. And I know that you will do that. But go out there, look for off-market properties, get personal with your list, get personal with your social media, find them a home. I know you can do that. So I thank you so much for the question. But for those of you that are watching today, I hope that you got something out of this Q&A, that you were able to take some notes, implement them into your business and your systems. But let me tell you, there's more. If you want to know how to build your business to that next level and have the full game plan of what that might look like, go over to KarenCoffey.com/Making Agents Wealthy and join me there for a masterclass that I do where I talk about the 5 steps our clients are using right now, today, in this hot market, multiple offers, no inventory, and how they're succeeding at a hugely high level like you wouldn't believe. I can't wait to see you on the other side. So again, go to KarenCoffey.com/Making Agents Wealthy, and I'll see you there. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.